Okay, everybody, how you doing? It's lunchtime, and it's another great episode of Lunchtime Talk with Steve. Oh, let me get the mic a little bit closer. I had it too far away from me there. All right, so it's another great episode of Lunchtime Talk with Steve, and today we have Patricia Neal on with us. She is actually an entrepreneur that I actually ran into by accident, and I'll tell you guys that story in just a moment. So let's go ahead and run the intro, and you guys go ahead and share it out with your friends, your relatives, your favorite group, all that good stuff. I'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm back. Okay, so basically what happened was I was driving through North Carolina going to Virginia, and I got thirsty. So I stopped off at a gas station, and I saw these. First, I saw a flyer on the door, and it was a black lady on the flyer, and she said on the flyer said something like "try my lemonade" or whatever. So I'm like, let me try the lemonade. I tasted the lemonade, and I'm like, wow, this is good. So then I bought a second one, a different flavor, and I was like, okay, I got to reach out to this person and see if I could get her on the show. And guess what? She said yes. So here we go. Hey, how are you, Patricia? How's everything?
Hi, doing good.
All right. So thank you very much for being on the show, first and foremost. I really appreciate you accepting the invitation to come on the show. The lemonade was delicious. I I just wish that they had sold it in every area that we had that I went to. So I had to buy up a couple more since I was in the area for a while. For a couple of days, I had to buy up a couple more and kind of stock them up. Brought some back with me, but drank those already. So well, first off, introduce yourself to my viewers. Just let them know who you are, and then we'll be right back to talk about some more information. Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Patricia Neer. I am the owner and the creator of Divine Lemonades. I've been doing this now, as of this year, 4 years. I started the business in February of 2016. And I currently have over 56 different flavors of teas and lemonades. And I also have my own brand of coffee and hot chocolate.
Wow. All right. So I'm gonna have to try the coffee and the hot chocolate next time I'm up there. Um, so
Absolutely.
all right. So explain to me how you got started. What made you get up one morning and say, I'm gonna bottle this lemonade? And first off, where did the formula and everything, where did it come from? Was this something that was in the family for years, or you just dreamt it up? What happened?
Well, as a child growing up, I come from a large family. I used to help my mom in the kitchen cook, and of course, she had her own famous fruit punch that I used to help her make from a little girl. And going through some things through my life, I was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2013. And before then, I had a mobile detailing car wash service, which was very physical. I raised my three children doing this car wash. So after I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I got really ill and was hospitalized, and I like to die. So I knew I couldn't physically wash cars anymore. And periodically, I was making lemonades for people to be like, can you make me some lemonade or can you make me some tea? I've been doing it for years, but just never wanted to, didn't think it was going to go anywhere with it. But I was sick and knew I couldn't do the car wash anymore. So my sister-in-law, her name is Darlene Neal. She said, "Why don't you bottle up one of those bottles of lemonade and let me take it to one of the area stores?" And I said, "Okay, when I get out the hospital, I'll do that." So I got home, and me and my sister, Tamara Brodnax, we bottled up one bottle, and she took it to the store. And he tasted. He said, "Tell her to send me 75 bottles." I said, "Wow, 75 bottles." At this time, I didn't have anything like no bottles. I didn't have no label. All I had was this right here. This is it, just a bottle. And so we bottled up. Just at that time, I only had original lemonade, and so we bottled up 75 bottles, and we took it to the store. And so, that was around 3:30. At 7:30, my phone rung. This was Pulliam's grocery store here in Reedsville, very well known store. He calls me at 7:30. He said, "Patricia, I'm sold out of your lemonade." I said, "You gotta be kidding."
Before.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So he said, "I need some more lemonade." I said, "Okay." So after then, that was just like mind blowing. 2 months passed,
How many of them did you leave with him the first time?
75 bottles.
And he sold 75 bottles in 2 hours.
Yes.
I mean, in 4 hours. Wow, that's great. That's like 20 bottles an hour almost.
Right. So within 2 months, people were going crazy just over my lemonade. I came up with another flavor, mango, and I only had two flavors at that time. Within 2 months, I had 11 stores.
Wow.
People were calling like crazy. They just had to get this lemonade. So here I am 4 years later, and I'm in over 60 some stores.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, see, that's just how God do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The car washing business wasn't working anymore because you physically couldn't do it. So he
No,
gave you the thing, another idea, and something else. And not only did he give it to you, he made it work. That's the
he
thing.
did. He did. And actually, before I was washing cars, before all of this transpired, I belonged to Monument of Faith in Eden. My pastor is Pastor Laney Robinson. He had spoke a word over my life before I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And he said, God was getting ready to bless me. I better get ready He said it's going to happen fast. I'm going to have to hire people. And, he was getting ready to do something phenomenal in my life. And all I could say was, Lord, I receive it. And that's just the way it happened.
So how many employees do you have working with you right now?
I currently have 4.
And who's doing the distribution? Who goes out to all these stores and distribute the products?
The lovely me.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, wow, this is awesome. And actually where I saw it was a gas station. I think it was in Danville, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct.
And it was out in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a city on the other side of it, but I just pulled off the highway, because I was thirsty, and then and also just what do you call it? My feet were tired and all kind of stuff from driving. Right. So okay, let me come over and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, wait a second. There's a comment on here. Joe was saying, when am I going to respond to her email? Joe, I sent you a message, but I'm gonna respond to you anyway. I'm gonna reach out to you afterwards. I don't know, but Joe, I'll respond to you in just a second after the show. So yeah, she dropped a message on there on the show. But so Bruce Wade says it's the best lemonade he's ever had. Bruce, I'm there with you, dude. I am with
Thank
you. That made me reach out. I mean, seriously, I was like, I didn't taste it until after I left the gas station, right? Well, after I was pumping gas, so I was drinking as I was pumping the gas. I was like, wait a second, nah, I got to go back inside and get more. I went back inside and got more, and then I got the then I saw I took a picture of the flyer and everything, so I could have the phone number so I could reach out to you. But
yes.
I mean, it's definitely the best lemonade. It's delicious, and Chelsea says it's like heaven in a bottle. Really,
Chelsea actually is the one that gave me that slogan to go on my bottle.
Mm-hmm.
She the one that says it's like heaven in a bottle, and that's on all of my bottles as well.
Honestly, it was it really was. I mean, it was like so I definitely had to reach out to you, and I was so happy and that's the crazy part too. When I dialed the number on the bottle, you answered.
Yes.
It's like, it wasn't an answering machine. It wasn't, a secretary. It wasn't anyone like that. It was you. And I was shocked. I'm like, wait a second. So then I started thinking, maybe she only has one store. Maybe it's a small production, because people that have a big production don't have the time. And then to hear that you have it in so many stores, you have so many different flavors, you're doing so much, and you still take the time to answer customers. Absolutely. That part got me. I was like, wow, I was floored at that, Gary says it's a great slogan. So I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's awesome. Such a blessing to the community as well. Yep, definitely. I mean, tell me about some of the work that you're doing in the community.
Well, there is a festival that is called the Barbecue Festival in Lexington, which this would have been my 3rd year going there, but because of the coronavirus, we're not going to be able to go out this year. But I do that festival once a year, and then I have local other events that I reach out to, that I go to, and I go service those events. But I try not to take on a lot of events, because right now I have so many stores that I reach out to as well.
Mm-hmm. And Deborah actually put a comment on here. She was saying Divine Lemonade is the best lemonade. Love the lemonade, and Miss Neal is an amazing young lady. But she was also suggesting that you ship it to, like here in Fort Lauderdale or a different place.
Absolutely. I do ship worldwide. I am able to ship worldwide. I do have a website that people can order from, and I do ship.
So what about so like distribution? If someone here wanted to get some, like one of the local distribution companies that do sodas or drinks or whatever.
Absolutely.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll put you in touch with some of those people because I know actually two different stores that are
Yes,
here. I'll put you in touch with them after we're finished.
thank you.
There's one that's named after your daughter.
Well, yes, I actually have a lemonade named after all of three of my children. I have one named Danye's Mango Fusion, which is my oldest son. I
Mhm.
have a middle daughter, Morgan Neal. Her flavor is Morgan Blue. I have a younger son, Sam. His flavor is Sam Melon. And in honor of my mother, whom has passed away, I have a Mamie's Mix. And then I have one that is named after myself, Patricia's Peachy Potion. And then I have my godchildren and my grandson, Dante's Berry Blast, which is a very, very good flavor.
So, so you're gonna have something like a Steve something or something one of these days. I mean,
Absolutely. I gotta I'm gonna come up something with you with your name.
you know,
I'm telling you, God keeps giving me flavors and it's a science and I keep creating flavors. I kept saying I was gonna stop at 25. Then when I got to 50, I said, I'm not gonna create any more flavors. But God keeps telling me, don't put yourself in a box. And I absolutely don't want to do that because I don't want to limit myself, because I know what he has in store for me. So I'm just going to keep pushing.
mm. And that's the thing. I'm telling you, if he gives it to you, trust
Yes,
me, he's gonna make it. All right, he's gonna make it happen.
absolutely.
Tamara was saying it's delicious and it's refreshing.
Yes,
Um, Good old fashioned lemonade, and it is. That's the thing, because I mean, I, like I keep saying, I was floored. I
yes,
honestly was floored, and it was something I even called you. I think I reached out to you that same day, if I'm not mistaken.
yes. Yes, you did.
I was just so shocked. Gary saying, "Yep, no box." And that's the thing. It should not be. Look, people. One of the biggest things is when we have an idea and we don't act on it.
Yes.
What that's going to do is that's going to create regret. Actually, I have a phone call already coming in. Hold on just a second. Let's see if we can get them to join the show.
Okay.
Hello?
You're on the air. Can you hear Patricia?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Hey, Makiba, what's your question?
Hi, I just wanted to ask you
Ooh,
what advice do you have for, entrepreneurs that maybe wanting to start something now that they're home, but they've always had their passion and dream that they wanted to follow. What advice can you give them? If they just have any doubts in their mind, that they just go ahead, what should they do to follow their dream?
All right. Makiba, you're breaking up, but I'll repeat the question. She was asking, what advice would you give entrepreneurs that have an idea but they have doubt in their head whether they should do it or not?
Absolutely. First of all, you have to have faith and just step out and don't let anyone stop you. If you have a goal or something in mind that you want to do, you should fully pursue it.
Mhm. And that's the truth. Anything you want to do, you have to pursue it. People, you can't you can't just sit down and think it's going to happen. And I had this conversation with someone else just a couple of weeks ago, and what we were talking about was people, as Christians, we pray for stuff. We pray and pray and pray and pray and pray, and God gives you an idea, and then you say, but it didn't work. That's because you didn't do your part. We have to get out and do it. We have to step outside the box, step out the circle. We have to do all these different things, because the same Bible that we read that says that He'll give it to you also says faith without works is dead. And if we don't do the work, it's not going to happen. That's just that simple. So to any entrepreneur out there, you just make it happen. And I know Makiba is a great entrepreneur. She's a hustler. She pushes. She makes things happen. But sometimes we have these friends that are the naysayers. And Patricia, who do you think you are trying to make lemonade? That kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm sure you had some of that.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
What did you do with those people?
First of all, I had to block out all negativity. I had to stay around positive people, keep a positive attitude at all times. You know, you can get discouraged. It's all about your mindset.
Mhm.
So if you keep a positive attitude and keep God first, nothing's impossible.
The line is static, that someone was just saying. Gary was actually just posting it too. Let me hold on just a second. Let me try something, okay? In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with you guys in just 2 minutes. All right, guys, hold on just a second. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Whoa, did you guys see that? If that happens to you, call me at 305-316-8815 and I will help connect you with people that will fight for you.
Okay, so we're back. The line's a lot better now. I think
Yes.
I had to restart something, but these are the things that you have when you have a live show. You know how this goes.
Yes.
So, guys, thanks for coming back with us. We are here speaking to Patricia Neal from Divine Lemonades, and she's telling us about all the flavors that she has, all the different things that some of the pitfalls that she's. We're going to get into some of those too, some of the pitfalls in starting the business. Gary was asking me where did I get mine. I was actually on a road trip. I was going up to Virginia, and I was passing through the northern part of North Carolina going into Virginia, and I stopped at a gas station. That's where I saw the lemonade. So yeah, definitely. You getting feedback? I don't know. Gary saying it's he's getting feedback. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. Elaine says, not only does it taste good, but it's blessed. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. She prays. You do. Okay. So she
Yes.
prays as she makes it. So every taste you drink is being blessed. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. So you
Yes.
for every batch of lemonade that you make.
Yes, I do. And even the people that help me, if they're having a bad day or if they come in and they're off or they have attitude, no, you can't help me today. You can't help me with my lemonade until you get yourself together. Then you can come back and help me because everything I do is made with love. And I'm praying as I'm making this, and I want somebody to be blessed while they're drinking this lemonade.
That's what
So
I'm.
yes,
Oh,
and I have teas as well. I have teas as well too. So they're
right. So
really good.
please.
Okay, so I have a regular good old fashioned sweet tea. Then I have a half and half, which is a tea and lemonade mix. I have a mango tea, a raspberry tea, and of course Patricia's peachy potion has tea in it as well. Really
Mhm.
good.
So what about the coffee? Talk to me about the coffee. Is it iced coffee or you know,
It's it's hot coffee that you brew through your coffee pot. It's a nutty blend coffee. It's really smooth and it's good. And the hot chocolate is a truffle taste, which is good too. One pack makes 2 cups of hot chocolate.
wow, that's good. That's good. And what's the lavender one that is it Tina? That Tina's I'm talking about?
Yes. I have a lavender tea that helps people who cannot sleep at night. You just warm it up a little bit and you drink it, and it's better than melatonin. It'll put you right on out. And I
Wow.
also
Wow.
I also have a lavender lemonade for people who suffer with migraine headaches. Actually, my sister, who is my right hand helper, Tamara Brotnax, better known, a lot of people know her as Sissy because that's what I call her. She does all my lead work. She timed it. She was having a terrible headache, and I fixed her some of the lemonade, the lavender, and I think in less than 5 minutes, her headache was complete. About 3 minutes, it was completely gone.
All right. So we're gonna have to get those down here in South Florida. We're gonna have to get those down here. I mean, seriously, we cannot just keep hearing about things up there in North Carolina and Virginia. We can't hear. This is South Florida. This is the Sunshine State. This is where
Right.
things happen. Okay.
Yes. Yes. And also the young lady that just commented, Tina McNeil, that just made the comment, from day one, she has been my taste tester. Nothing goes out to the stores unless she tastes it first to make sure it's approved through her before it hits the shelf.
Wow. So all right. So Gary, let's see. If it ever did so, if you would ever sell it to Coca-Cola or one of those companies.
I don't think I would at this point. I'm fairly new. I've had offers even in my second year of business, huge offers. And my answer will still remain the same as no, because I want to be able to have my business where I can leave something to my children, to my grandchildren, and I want to give back. My community here, Reedsville, has embraced this lemonade so that I want to have a manufacturer here and give back, give jobs back, help people here who needs jobs. That's my ultimate goal.
And the other question, I think what that feedback again.
Yeah.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to. Okay, there we go. I think the feedback's gone now.
Yes.
But the second part of Gary's question was if you did sell it or anything like that, and they said they told you no more praying over the drinks, what would you do?
Oh, I wouldn't sell it. They couldn't carry my product. God is first, and He's going to always be first and foremost over this business and my life. So
definitely,
that's a lot of our problems now. We've taken prayer out of everything. We don't want to put God first. But Divine Lemonades would not be Divine Lemonades without God. He orchestrated it from the beginning. Even when I wanted to come up with the name, Divine means excellent and delightful, and He gave me that name. And so when I went to get the name from Raleigh, nobody had that name. It was set aside for me. It was Divine Lemonades. And I went to get a personalized tag for my car. Divine is very popular. When I went to get my tag for my car, Miss Divine, nobody had it worldwide. It was meant for me. It was orchestrated by God.
And Tennille is saying that you'd keep praying. She goes, she'd keep praying. So Donna was saying, Donna Williams, she's saying that she's not a lemonade drinker. She was not a lemonade drinker, but she bought it just to support a local entrepreneur. And now she's a fan of Patricia's Lemonade.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, I really appreciate that.
And the thing, like you were just saying about putting God first. I was reading Steve Harvey's book, and that's one of the things that he said when he was doing what do you call it? He was doing a comedy show. This is before he got famous, and the people wanted him to promote the alcohol that they had on stage, and he was like, he used to do it at first, but then when he started seeing people getting drunk and everything like that, he said, and he made a deal with God that if he makes him successful, he will not promote alcohol because it just does so many different things. So then he got the King of Comedy gig, and part of the King of Comedy, it was sponsored by Seagram's, and it was a Seagram's. I think Seagram's that owns, they own part of a liquor company too, and And his whole thing was he's not going to promote the alcohol. And they said, but it's part of the thing. You got to promote it. And he said, no, he's not going to promote it. And he stuck to it. And of course, he
Yes,
went on to King of Comedies, and it became a really big thing. And now look where he is. He is on so many different shows.
absolutely.
Family Feud. I didn't even
Absolutely.
know Family Feud in Africa. He does Family Feud in Africa as well.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
That's how far God took this man. I'm telling you.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you have to stick to your guns. If you know that you're right, you're right. Because
Yes.
the moment that you start to bend, then you're gonna have to bend again and again,
Mhm.
and eventually you're gonna break. That's
Absolutely.
gonna happen. So I commend you for that. I definitely do
Thank
commend
you.
you,
Thank you.
and I will always be a fan of Divine Lemonades. I'm
Thank
telling
you.
you down here. Yeah, Tina, am I pronouncing that right? Is it Tina?
Yes, yes. Tina McNeil.
Right. Tina is saying it was God ordained, and that's true. You know, because he took what you were doing before,
Hmm.
and the sickness. And by the way, how are you doing now? You're totally in remission?
Yes, I'm praising God right now, even as we speak. I am 7 years breast cancer free.
That's good. That's awesome. I'm
Yes,
telling you, congratulations. That is awesome.
thank you. Thank you. Yes, I have that ribbon on every bottle as well.
Mhm.
I want to promote, and help, and let people know that you can become an overcomer. We have to want to fight and not give up. Everybody's story is not the same when it comes to any type of cancer. Just thinking about even the cancer and coronavirus. You can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it. It's a silent killer. And that breast cancer, it turned my life completely around, completely. I had bags of medicines, and here just recently in the last 2 months, I have a praise report. I was that chemo and that cancer and that radiation, it affected my heart to the point that they had to put me on heart medicine twice a day, and I was just going through a lot of stuff. And thank God in the last 2 months, I have been taken off of all of my medicines, and my doctors still are in awe into like what happened. God healed my body.
That-
They say once you go on heart medicine, your heart don't reverse itself from being congested heart failure, but mine did. You can't tell me what God can't do.
you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. People believe so much in Western medicine that they forget
Hmm.
God is the one who gives not just them the knowledge to create this medicine, but it gives you everything. God gives you everything you need to heal yourself on the inside.
Yes,
A lot of
yes,
times, what it is that a lot of people don't realize it's your attitude. Because if they say you have 6 months left to live and you go home, you're like, oh my God, six
yes,
months, oh no, then
yes.
you won't last 3 months. But if
No,
you're home and you're like, you know what, this is not gonna beat me. I'm gonna
you're right.
get you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I'll tell you, my daughter's godmother, they gave her 6 months to live. That
Wow.
was 20 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Her cancer came back twice, and she beat
Mm.
it both times.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she always told the doctor every time the doctor would give her a bad prognosis or something, she would tell
Mhm.
the doctor, she would say, "Look, you're not God, and you can't tell me when I'm gonna die."
That's
And
right.
fight it. And I mean, this lady, she fights and she fights and she fights, and she always fights with her Bible in her hand. And I'm telling
Hmm.
you, that was over 20 years ago.
Wow.
She's still going strong.
Amazing. That's
Still going.
amazing.
So
Yes.
I tell people that doctors can't tell you when you're gonna die.
No.
Doctors, so and the crazy part is, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe she outlived one of her doctors.
Oh my
I,
goodness.
I,
Yes.
I believe that happened to be the case. And I'll talk to her after this and make sure. But I'm telling you, doctors, listen, people, there's nothing greater than God. All right.
No, it's not. And even, he showed me in the word cancer, there is the word can. The first three letters of cancer is can. So once
Mhm.
he showed that to me, I said, oh, I can do this. There's the word can in cancer. I can do this.
Yep. And the thing is too with the support team that you have, because
Yeah.
I can see that you have a strong support team with
I
the
do.
people on here right now. And with that support team, that's what you need. You need people that's going to keep you uplifted, people that's going to,
Yes.
that's going to make sure that you get out and go for your walk, different
Mhm.
things like that. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
awesome. And, I support, I definitely, give kudos to your support team because it's not easy
No,
and they're doing it all the time. So give kudos to them. Like,
thank
just,
you.
but,
Yeah.
so tell me about what else is, what's coming up next for your, for Divine Lemonades. What's coming up next?
So I do have some flavored waters that I'm getting ready to put on the market.
Mm.
They taste really good. I'm only going to start out with three, even though I have more than three. I'm gonna start out with three right now. And once I get those going, we're gonna, of course, push more. And after I do that, I'm also working on getting a refrigerated truck to help with my deliveries because I need to hire some drivers because we're down in Charlotte, North Carolina, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Virginia areas, and I have some stores in New York that are very interested in the product, and it's just really growing. So those are the things that I have coming up really in the real near future.
That's awesome. I'm telling you. And so right now you're in how many stores?
I'm in over 60 stores.
So we're looking at probably 100 by the end of the year then.
Yes, or more, or more. I
Hey,
have some of these stores is amazing because they panic when they run out of my lemonade. And a lot of these stores, the owner has told me they have
Mhm.
never had anything to come in their store that sold like my lemonade. And the people are coming in grabbing 8 and 10 and 15 bottles. I just had a person at one of the local stores went in and bought 70 bottles at one time.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
And the owner called me. She said, "Look at this." She said, "I need more product." And I had just took it to her the day before.
You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to put you in touch with Gary because Gary is one of those people that can the same one that's on here that's commenting. He's one of down in his area. He is very well known. So if he goes into one of
Okay.
those stores and he say, "Hey, try this," those stores are gonna try it, and then the people in the area are gonna try it. That man right there is a hustler.
Oh wow.
And hey, this could be his new hustle. I'm telling you. Listen, it's like it's something that has to expand. We cannot just keep it in that bubble.
Oh
And
no, absolutely not.
yeah, I could see this being all over the U.S. And actually,
Yeah.
there's another friend of mine that was trying to call in, but I think it's the phone line that's actually messing up the audio, so I cut the phone lines.
Okay.
But she was asking about to the Bahamas, about maybe even exporting it different places. So hey,
Absolutely.
you get another distributor doing that.
Yes, absolutely. And all of my lemonades, I didn't just want to service, a small group of people. I wanted to service and reach everyone. So everything that I make also comes in sugar free.
Mm. So you have the sugar free and then you have the regular.
Absolutely.
So the diabetic can still enjoy the taste.
Yes, sir.
I'm
And they
talking.
love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. I wanted to be able to provide, a product that, people who are diabetics and can't tolerate a lot of sugar, they go in the stores a lot of time and they buy diet drinks and they don't like the aftertaste of the diet drinks, but they can go in and find Divine Lemonades and sugar free as well. And it's so good to them. They were like, "What did you do, to this lemonade? It tastes like this." So, I wanted to provide a product that it would reach everyone, not just people who just want to go and get something sweet. Okay, I'm diabetic. What you have for me? I have sugar free.
Right. Give me just 2 minutes. I need to run a quick commercial break and we'll be right
Okay.
back.
Okay.
All right, Patricia. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving.
Well, I know I got what you want. I know you like that diamond shrimp. My southern fish and them geechee grits. My granddaddy make you have a fit. I try to give you all of my best. I do it straight from the heart. Cook it straight from the soul. Come on now. Straight from the soul. Straight from the soul.
Ooh, that's what it is, what it is. That's where it's at, that's what it is. Come on down and shuck it and jive it. Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us and we shuck it.
All right, guys, welcome back. And today we have Patricia Neal with us. She is the founder, the owner, and the head. What do you want to call it? Like the flavorist. I don't want to make up a word here. The flavorist, the head flavorist at Divine Lemonades. Okay, so this is the lady that is making the magic happen. And those lemonades right now, they're in the northern part of North Carolina and the southern part of Virginia, but we are getting them all over. We are going to make this happen, right? We have to make this happen. Tika is the one that I was just mentioning to you about the Bahamas. She said, thank you, Steve, for that. Export the lemonade to the islands. Yep.
Okay.
Then in the Bahamas. Flavor its tea is a plus. I can't wait to taste the tea. So
Absolutely.
These are the things that we need to do to make this happen. We have to look. We have to create a network where we can take one product and make it go everywhere.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you go to the furthest part of Africa. My aunt has been to like so many different places. And one thing that she'll tell you is no matter where you go, you're going to see a Coke and a Pepsi.
Right.
You know, so I want it to be like that. I want it to be where no matter where you go, you're going to see a Divine's Lemonade. You're going to see, you know, some products that are Black owned products.
Yes.
You know, because honestly, we're the ones buying most of these things. So
Yes.
let's make it happen. If you guys out there, if you're a distributor, if you own a store, a grocery, whatever the case may be, if you own a food truck, if you own an ice cream truck, whatever you own, if you sell anything that's liquid, you get in touch with Divine Lemonade. Right? Serious. If it's water, if it's soda, if it's whatever you need, whatever, get in touch with her and see how you can get it in your neighborhood. And I got people that are watching from all over the world. You know. Yeah. Here's my mom. My mom has said, "Where would you get the lemonade?" You know, people want it everywhere. You know, so we need to get that lemonade going.
Yes.
Happen.
And Steve, I also want to mention right quick that I have 3 godchildren that I have named lemonades after as well. I have one Riley's cherry plum, I have a Megan's blueberry, and I have a Kaylin's candy apple. Those are some more phenomenal flavors. They taste really well.
That's what I'm talking about. What's let's see. So what's the price of them, right?
So the price of the lemonade is $2 a bottle. It comes in a 16-ounce bottle, and it also comes in a gallon jug, which is $8.
I didn't know the gallon jug. I didn't. If I had seen that, I would have bought a gallon jug that or a couple of gallon jugs. I didn't know about that. Huh.
Yeah, they don't last long in the store at all.
Oh, I can imagine not. I would have had one of those that day just for myself. You know, they're in the freezer section. They're in the refrigerator section, so they're cold and ready to go. It's not even like it's on the shelf and you have to take it home or anything like that. No, they're cold and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know? Man, I tell you. So let me see. I have a couple more comments here. Tamika was saying, yes, we spend a great portion of the money, and which is true, we do, especially when it comes to sodas and drinks and things like that. So that's the Black-owned company, you know.
Yes.
It will come to pass. Believe that we are a brother's keeper, definitely, and that's something I say at the end of my show all the time. I always tell people, you are your brother's keeper. You know, responsible for each other. We have to.
Yeah, actually, that was my mom making that comment.
Hey, Mom. My mom made a comment, and now your mom made a comment. Glenn is saying he needs to try it. Glenn is here in Fort Lauderdale as well.
Absolutely.
That's so these products are all natural products too. You're not using any artificial sweeteners and any of that stuff.
They're all natural.
All right, so we could even call it a vegan lemonade for our vegan viewers. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. But yes, that's something that's definitely a big thing too, because I've heard a lot of people, and I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but I've heard that a lot of the artificial sweeteners and things like that contribute to things like cancer.
Absolutely.
So this definitely being all natural is much better than your kids drinking Coke or Pepsi, or I'm not going to mention lemonades or things, but you know the ones I'm talking about. You all know the ones I'm talking about. The ones that people always look at the price and say, oh well, it's expensive or whatever. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize: you can buy 2 for $1 because they're made with cheap products that are going to harm you.
Yes.
If you want the good stuff, you gotta pay. And the thing is, it's not even like it's expensive because the bottle is a big bottle. It's a big bottle, but it definitely, you can taste the difference. I tell you guys, you can taste the difference. I mean, I'm a guy that's been drinking Arizona iced tea and stuff like that, especially when I'm on a road trip. I'll drink those. It's not even in the same category, not even in the same neighborhood. I'm telling you, it's like, you guys got to try it and you'll see.
And I've had people with allergies as far as acid reflux and stuff of that type that cannot tolerate other lemonade. I've had all kind of praise reports. People will email me, text me, calling me. They drink my lemonade without a problem. That have people who have acid reflux and allergies, they drink my lemonade without a problem.
That's what I'm talking about. And your mom was saying hello. She's hey. She said thanks for having you on. But I thank you for coming on my show. I mean, this is. I mean, and this is what I want to do. I want to showcase more Black entrepreneurs. So if any of you guys out there and you have a product, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to be on the show, just go to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com and just book an interview. I can't even talk now. The website, book an interview, and boom, that's it. Because we need to showcase our products. We need to showcase our services. We need to be able to. We talk all the time about shopping Black, buying Black, doing all these different things, but people got to know you're out there in order for them to buy the product. So
absolutely.
And it doesn't cost you anything to come on the show. Just book it and boom, you're on the show.
Yes.
So let's make this happen, people.
Yes.
So any of them. So actually, I was going to ask you if I could put your phone number on the screen, but
absolutely.
Your phone number is on the bottle of every lemonade. So it's a little bit easy,
And also my website, if they would like to shop and get lemonade shipped to them, it is www.divinelemonades.com.
I'm actually going to it right now on let's see. I'm gonna put that up on the screen in just a second.
Okay.
I just have to type it out on here. I do my own production work, so hey, I'm the guy that throw the type it and everything too. I know how So that's why I said now how it is when you're out there put delivering your sodas, your lemonades, you know,
Yes.
divinelemonades.com. All right, there we go. And I'm
And a lot
going.
of people, when I'm out, even though I know it's gonna eventually soon here come to where I'm not making my own deliveries because I'm getting ready to hire some drivers, they are so excited to even meet me. I have to take pictures with people. They just, they're excited when they see me. You're the lemonade lady. I've been called the lemonade lady, Miss Divine. I've been called liquid crack, liquid gold lemonade. I mean, they call it all. I have all these different names. So they're excited when they see me as well. When I'm making the deliveries, they want to take pictures, or something with me when when I'm out.
Lost you. Are you there? Can
Huh?
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I think let me check something and see. Again, these are the issues with live. But here's the website. Here's your website. I just want to share that out with them. Let them see what the website is like.
Thank you.
That's the website right here. So you guys just go to divinelemonades.com. So it's divinelemonades with an S.com. And then you can reach out to Patricia. All right. Her telephone number, I'm going to put that on the screen in just a second. But it's 336-255-0735. I apologize for cutting you off, but I think my earbud died, but hold on just a second. There it is.
Okay, there it is.
But go ahead, Patricia. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna run a quick commercial, and I'll be
Okay.
back with you guys in just 2 seconds. All right.
Okay.
Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving.
Well, I know I got what you want. I know you like that diamond shrimp. My southern fish and them geechee grits. My granddaddy make you have a fit. I try to give you all of my best. I do it straight from the heart. Cook it straight from the soul. Come on now. Straight from the soul. Yeah. Straight from the soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ooh, that's what it is, what it is. That's where it's at, that's what it is. Come on down and shuck it and jive it. Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuck It.
All right, and we are back. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah. Okay. My earbuds. I normally use the Bluetooth earbud. That's what you see in my ear, but I guess that one died, so I had to switch the headset.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go. So I didn't hear what you were saying before because it cut out. And I actually have your information scrolling on the screen right now. So people, if you guys want to reach out to Patricia, divineneeds.com, and the phone number is right here on your screen as well. So when you first started, what were some of the challenges that you had?
Having the right information on my bottles as far as my labels. I had to keep changing them because there's regulation through the state of Raleigh. You got to have certain things on your bottles in order to have it in stores. So I had to keep changing my label until I got my label right. And of course, finding the right bottle. I'm all about, presentation. I like all my stuff to look, the same. And, that was one of the things that I ran into as well. And just making sure, that, I just stay on top of everything and just, produced it, getting it out as fast as I can. And the only other thing is not, getting it out fast enough to the stores, not
So,
losing the quality as well.
so how do
Because I,
you track? How do you track all these stores? Because I mean, with 60 stores, I mean, do you call them? Do they call you? Do you have
um,
mhm.
yes. So some of the stores I do have to call, but they call me. I try to, I try to keep them from running out. And like I said earlier, they panic when they run out of lemonade. We don't have any more lemonade. What am I going to do? I'm like, I'll get there as soon as we can. But the people are grabbing so many at one time. It's hard for them to keep up with their inventory as well. So, and it's made fresh to order. It's nothing sitting around, waiting for somebody to pick it up as well. It's made fresh to order to each store.
So how many bottles do you put out a day?
A day, between
Mhm.
3,000-4,000 bottles, and approximately 25 to 30,000 bottles a week right now.
And you pray over all of them. That's a lot of praying right there, I tell you.
And I also hand do everything. It's very personal. This is very personal. That's why I say it's done with love. I hand label everything. I hand make all of this stuff, and
Mhm.
we hand deliver to the customers.
Wow. All right. So guys, I mean, I'm looking at my list of people here that are watching, and I'm looking at where they're watching from, and I'm seeing people that are watching from everywhere, from the Bahamas, from Barbados, from Jamaica, from
Oh wow.
Trinidad, from all over the United
Oh
States,
wow.
from Canada, from Europe. I'm seeing
Oh
people watching
wow.
everywhere. So guys, if you guys want these lemonades in your area, that's the number right there that you can call and see how you can do it. Now, the ones that are out of the country, it's going to be a little bit harder because they have to, go through customs and all different kind of things like that.
Yes.
But you guys, I'm telling you, again, this is an opportunity right here for everyone to make money, because
Yes.
that person that is wherever, let's say that person that's in California or Nashville or wherever that wants to do it, you get it from Patricia. You bring it to your area. You resell it to whatever the store, to whichever store, and boom, everyone makes money. That's how distribution
Yes.
is done. This is
Absolutely.
creating opportunities for everyone to get a piece of the pie and everyone to sit at the table. So, guys, don't just sit here and think this is just Patricia's business that we're talking about. Patricia may be the person that created the business and the person that's bottling the products, but your part would be the distribution. Your part would be, all these different things. So that's what we have to look at. It's like a web, but she's
Yes.
the one in the middle. She's the person in the middle. So she's the spider in the middle of the web, but everybody else gets a piece of this as well. So guys, reach out to her. She needs
Yes.
distributors all over the country.
Yes.
Let's make this happen. and the thing,
Absolutely.
one of the things I want to mention to people that are watching, it's not like you're going to need $1 million to invest either. If you call her, let's say for example, and I'm sending numbers out there, just but if they call and they say, hey, I want to order 4 cases or 10 cases just to try it in my neighborhood, that's something that's doable, correct?
Oh yes. Absolutely.
All right. And that's just how easy it is. You take that to your local store, let the person try it. The person go, okay, yeah, I'll buy a couple of cases, and get the ball rolling, just the same way Patricia did in her neighborhood with that one case, that one store, and sold 72.
75. Yeah, 75 bottles in a couple of hours.
That's how easy it is, guys. That's how easy it is. I'll give you a perfect example, and this is something that I don't know if you watch my show, a lot, but this is something that I use a scenario years and years and years. I've been using this scenario. But I always say you look at a little kid, let's say 15, 16 years old. And this kid grew up, and let's say, and this is in no way a stereotype. I'm just using an example. So for people out there that are gonna send me emails and say that I'm stereotyping, no, I'm using an example. It's a difference. It's a scenario. But let's say you got a 15, 16-year-old kid that goes and buy, an 8 ball of crack or whatever, and cuts it up and puts it in a vial and sell it, and then he makes a lot of money. We say this kid is a criminal. This kid is actually a genius. We just have to teach him to change the commodity. Because if he did the same thing with any other product, we would call him a genius and we would have him on the front of the New York Times. This is the opportunity for that little kid to take that brain, use it for a different commodity, and sell these lemonades in his neighborhood. Whether his neighborhood is Liberty City in Miami or South Central LA, whatever. That same kid. As a matter of fact, there's a kid I'm trying to reach that has a clothing line called Spurgo. His clothing line Spurgo is now it's worth like $5 million.
Oh, wow.
He took $128 of birthday money, and he printed a couple of T-shirts, and then he sold those T-shirts. He would wear his own T-shirt, one T-shirt all the time, but he sold all the others. And when he got those, he flipped them, and then he started making more, and then making more. And before you know it, he was making so much, and he was selling them at barbershops and all different kinds of things. Daddy became a mentor to him. All right. This kid now is worth over $5 million from $128 of birthday money.
Wow.
Again, all we have to do is teach these children to change the commodity. They want to make money, so they're going to sell anything it is, anything that there's out there to sell. But sell the right thing, and listen, you will be on TV, you'll be in the newspaper, you'll be in the magazines. BET, Black Enterprise magazine is going to be writing articles about you, all these different things. Just change the commodity, and the commodity that you need right now is going to be those divine lemonades. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I tasted it, and right off the bat, it was like, seriously, it got to the point that I'm like, man, maybe if I just clear out the trunk and buy a lot of I could make up for a lot of them, because my trunk is pretty big. It's a Kia Forte, but it has a big trunk. I'm telling you, guys, let's do this, man. There's too much money to be made out there, and for us not to come together and make that money. Not only are we going to make it, but then we're keeping it in the Black community for a period of time. Let's make this happen, people. I'm not saying that other people can't buy it. Everyone else can buy it. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, we are complaining about poverty. We're complaining about not getting our fair share, about not being at the table, about all these things. While we're talking about it, let's also do something about it.
Amen.
So that number is right there on the screen, guys. Call Patricia, text her, whatever the case may be. If you don't believe it's really her, use the number. Text her, call her, whatever. And then all these other flavors. You have how many flavors?
I have over 56 flavors of teas and lemonades.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Excuse me, my throat itching here. And that's the other thing too. We have people out there that have things like coffee carts. Now, of course, right now in the pandemic, people aren't they don't have the carts out there. But after the pandemic, you're gonna have that cart out there. If you're in New York, Chicago, wherever where it gets cold, and you have that cart out there again, boom, you have the coffees, and these are natural. So if you have a coffee cart out there, that's what you're talking about. Order some coffee from Patricia.
Yes.
Make this happen, people.
And hot chocolate.
And a hot chocolate. What? This is what I'm talking about. All right, so Patricia, go ahead and give us that little 1 minute wrap up. A little nugget of information you could drop with my viewers, and go ahead.
Absolutely. I would just like to thank God for trusting in little old me with this business, this big business. I just thank him first and foremost, and all the people who have purchased Divine Lemonades, who constantly buy my lemonades, I just want to first just give you a shout out and thank you and let you know how much I love and appreciate you all as well. Because without you all, it would not be no Divine Lemonade. So I really thank you all for buying and purchasing my lemonades and my teas and my coffees and my hot chocolate. And I just wanted to let everyone know that, whatever you set your mind to do, you can do it. Just pursue it. Just keep pushing and pressing that the sky is the limit. Don't let nothing or no one stop you.
That's what I'm talking about. Definitely. You know, once God gives you that idea, people make it happen. Get up and do it and work it. Make it happen. All right. We can get up and go to work for someone else 40 hours a week. Get up and go and do it again. And then you know what gets me? It's when I hear people say, "Oh, but after I'm done with work, I'm so tired." But in the next breath, they ask you, "You know where I can get a second job? I'm looking for a second job." Your hustle with your second job. Get on your hustle and
Right.
make it happen.
That's right.
If you have
Amen.
energy left over at the end of the day to go get another job, then you have energy for your hustle. Make that hustle
Exactly. Exactly.
happen. And eventually, your hustle is going to become your only job.
That's
Make that
right.
happen.
That's right.
You know.
Yes.
So, how long have you said you've been doing the lemonades?
This year has been 4 years that I've been doing the lemonades. And
So,
I am enjoying it. I am enjoying what I'm doing as well. So find something that you enjoy, and that you're happy doing. And I am happy and I enjoy and I love making my lemonades and making people happy while they drink my product.
that's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. And I was happy drinking your product. Very happy. All right, Patricia, thanks very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity as well.
You're welcome. Guys, all right. So if you want to reach out to Patricia about her lemonades, if you're looking for distribution options or anything like that, the telephone number is right down below, and so is the website. So reach out to her, let her know, hey, you were watching her on Lunchtime Talk with Steve, and you want to find out about distributing her lemonades and all the different drinks, the teas, the coffee, the hot chocolate, everything. See what you can do about distributing it in your area. Winter's coming up and we're going to need that hot chocolate. You're going to need that hot coffee. So let's do this. All right. Again, this is not just this. Yes, it's her business, but it's not just her business. It's an opportunity for you to create your business. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. All right. So guys, as always, I tell you, reach out to someone you haven't seen in a long time, you haven't talked to in a long time. Check on them, make sure they're okay. All right. If you have a neighbor, a friend, or someone that doesn't have a car, doesn't have an opportunity or a way to get to the food bank to get some food, help them. Go out there and take them to the food bank, or just bring the food to them if you don't want to take them out there. All right. If you guys are looking for some kind of help that you need, go to my website, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. I have everything on there from Feed America, where you can find out about where the food lines and the food banks are. I have the information that you need for 211, which is where you can find out about things like rent control or rent help, electricity help if you need help with your electricity bill, all these different things. The Missing and Exploited Children Network, you go on there, put in your zip code. You don't know when you might see one of those kids on there that you see at Walmart or Target or 7-Eleven or whatever. You have so many opportunities to help and so many opportunities to be helped. They're all right on there on my website. Just go to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com, check out the help section and see all the different things that we have. All right. Those are all links to national trusted websites. They're not going through me. I'm not going to know your business. It's for them to help you out with your business. It's not me. Okay. So these are all nationally trusted websites. If you need help, don't be the person that's sitting there saying, "Oh, my pride doesn't do anything for you." All right. So just make this happen. Reach out to Patricia about her drinks, about distributing her drinks in your area. Let's make this happen, people. Everybody has an opportunity now to make money. This pandemic has given us opportunities. This is one of the things. Reach out to the stores in your neighborhood. Hey, listen, I got this new lemonade that's coming out of North Carolina. It's really good. Would you mind if I brought over a case or two for you to try it in your store? The person says yes. Hit up Patricia. Patricia, I need 2 cases. Boom. That's how it all starts. Let's get this thing rolling. All right. All right, guys. As always, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And as I always tell you, you are your brother's keeper. All right. Yes, you are responsible for the next person. You are your brother's keeper. Guys, peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving.
Well, I know I got what you want. I know you like that diamond shrimp. My southern fish and them geechee grits. My granddaddy make you have a fit. I try to give you all of my best. I do it straight from the heart. Cook it straight from the soul. Come on now. Straight from the soul. Yeah. Straight from the soul.
Ooh, that's what it is, what it is. That's where it's at, that's what it is. Come on down and shuck it and jive it. Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuck It.
Please visit lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com if you would like to be a guest or advertise on the show. If you're interested in any of the products or services you saw on the show today, or if you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com.